them, so you understand it better. The first word is a Hindi word or Sanskrit word called swaha. And swaha means it shall be, and it is usually said at the end of a prayer and at the end of a puja. And it just simply means it shall be, or God willing. The second word is Selah, which is a Judeo-Christian Hebrew word that means stop, listen, or just silence. And it is kind of a musical direction word, like at the end of a lot of prayers, or prayers of mourning, or even prayers of grief, and prayers of praise, you would say Selah as just a way to just breathe, or to stop or pause and let the words kind of sit. The third word is a Muslim word, is an Arabic word used by Muslims or Arab Christians to mean God willing, and that's inshallah, and that just means God willing. So I consulted different community members who are part of these religious circles and cultural circles, and they felt like it was fitting too. So let me read. It's so strange talking to myself in a room to a screen. Okay. So it shall be. The West Coast rain drizzles as the Delhi sun sizzles. The ocean breeze beckons, billowing and bellowing. Swim or no swim? The subsea croons, caroling and cajoling, veg or non-veg? Is it possible to be in two places at once, or be in one place split twice? Swaha, Selah, Inshallah. When the youth rally at Supreme Court, when the youth rally at India Gate, hereditary chiefs say no to pipelines. Hereditary chachis say no to partitions. Grandmas on front lines protecting the young women on podiums protecting their own. All we want is respect for our land, and all we want is respect for our lives. All we want is respect for our loves. Swaha, Selah, Inshallah. Listen carefully. We stand, but we don't stand for you, O Canada. Consent is respect. Relationship, reciprocity. That's the Sean Wilson quote. Consent is sexy. Consent is love. We violate the land, we violate our bodies. Round dance, singing, drumming. Ceremony is life. Water is life. Draw from your well. Reach down into the inner chambers, where the waters run deep, where the salmon run free, where the rivers meet seas. Swaha, Selah, Inshallah. To the bhaias I see in Delhi every day. Where are the women? They are at home. They are silenced. They don't roam. To the bhaiya who holds the door open for me, who drives me to the mall, who holds my bag as I do groceries, the one who calls me ma'am and didi, the one who serves me chai, the one who sweeps the floor and greets me at the door, who opens and closes the gate nightly, who looks me in the eye, nodding sternly, and I look him in the eye, nodding sternly. To the one Didi, sister, who drove me home, it was after a teary Bollywood movie, the only Didi I ever did see. Swaha, Selah, Inshallah. To the folks and folks I see every day in the land I was raised, Turtle Island, Canada, North America, what have ya. To the marginalized, colored, oppressed, and racialized. Your bloodlines are strong. Your bloodshed is great. Your blood ties are tight. The ones who know that skin and stereotypes is their only limelight. The ones who know that family and community is their only lifeline. And to those who try to be polite and apologetic, but end up microaggressive and passive-aggressive. To the ones who say, excuse me, pardon me, I'm sorry, how are you? Who look at their feet when they pass me, but then smile and hold the door open for me. The ones who I'm employed for, who employ me, who are employed with me. Do they see homogeneity, hegemony, heteronormativity. Swaha, Salah, Inshallah. I spent my 20s wanting to be 30. I watched that documentary on Beyonce. I wanted to be Alicia Keys, Aaliyah, Bruce Lee, Kanye. Older, wiser, better, stronger. I need you to hurry up now, 'cause I can't wait much longer. Like my sisters, like my lovers, like my heroes. Now I hope my 30s won't drive the last of my 20s. From 2019 to 2020, Delhi, India, Victoria, British Columbia. These are the places I come from now. Hong Kong, Chinese, Canadian, Christian, raised on the Great Lakes, Toronto, Sudbury, Manitoulin Island, intersections, mixed identities, blended realities. This is who I am. Swaha, Salah, Inshallah. Thank you. So that was it. I think that's all I want to share. I was going to talk more about kind of research and methodology, but yeah, I have some books that I would recommend just based on the research that I'm doing. But one of them, I think you guys know, is Research as Resistance. And one that my thesis supervisors recommended is Youth Resistance Research and Theories of Change by Eve Tuck and Wayne Yang. And then another one that I highly recommend is called We Are Dancing for You, Native Feminisms and the Revitalization of Women's Coming of Age Ceremonies. So that's this book. I can provide it in the email for you. But yeah, I think I want to say that we have to change the way we do research and the way we think about the world. I was raised in a Western society to see the world a certain way and to forget that I have my own cultures and traditions, and I didn't really reclaim my own traditions until I moved into a Indigenous community where they helped me to see that I'm not white and I'm not from the Western world, and that I have traditions and I have medicines and I have teachings and spiritualities within me that are different, and that I can bring that to the table as a woman of color. And so I think that has been really important in my research, is to kind of un-whitewash myself and to see that I have different values and I have a different culture. And so that needs to come out in my research, and I need to realize that I am non-Indigenous, but that I am non-white either. And but that I still am complicit in the sense that I benefit off this land continually. And so I think my research is seeking to use creative ways, land-based knowledges, theater arts and dance, and the arts in general to bring about youth voices and youth strengths. And so my experience in Delhi, India has really helped me to see that research, participatory research specifically, and doing social justice work is about finding and identifying where we are strong and bringing out those strengths, and growing those strengths so that we can see how we can build a strong community, and a community that is supportive and can bring about the change that we want to see. And that is, that could be democracy, that could be decolonization, that could be depaternalization of things, and really that resurgence of knowledges, Indigenous knowledges and traditional knowledges, creative knowledges that we have within ourselves as well. So if you have any questions, please email me, and I would love to engage in more discussions with you. If you want to use any of my poems, feel free to share them. Let me know. And as long as yeah, as long as you kind of put in the credentials that I wrote them, but otherwise feel free to use them anywhere. Thank you so much, and yeah, have a great day. Thanks. And stay safe. I know this is like an ending note, but I am a public health nurse right now and working on a lot of the COVID testing. And so I hear you and I see you, and I know this is a hard time. And so make sure that you are reaching out to different sources. We're trying to tell people not to social distance, but to physically distance, which can help slow the transmission of the virus. If you're sick, we're telling everyone to stay home in isolation for 10 days from the start of symptoms. And if you're not showing symptoms, but you know you are a contact of a positive case, then you stay home for 14 days. But again, information changes constantly, so make sure you check on websites like the WHO or Island Health, BCCDC, for more updated information. But stay safe, everyone, and be gentle and be good to yourselves and each other. Thank you.